And we're live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Denny here, enjoying a Perrier. Again, like a couple videos ago, I just came out of the shower and another long day working for myself, hustling. And yeah, the last video I put out got some responses, and I was happy about that. Had some interesting comments, so thanks for those who watched and subscribed. It's awesome. And yeah, this video, it's kind of just piggyback off what I was talking about in the last video about being, living alone and being single and kind of the day-to-day life. Maybe share a little bit more detail about maybe what I personally go through sort of on a typical day. And if you're single, living alone, and you're kind of new at it, if you were recently divorced and you just had to move in by yourself in an apartment and it's been forever, or if you're a younger person that's just on their own, just moved out of their parents' place or something, and you're finally on your own out there in the world. Yeah, it's a bit different, if you're with a family, like everything from the way you grocery shop and just day-to-day stuff. Your living space is going to be smaller, so you have to adjust. And yeah, groceries are. I was just actually at the store and earlier today, and typically I buy like small amounts, because I don't have a lot of storage space, and stuff would go bad if I bought in bulk, or if I bought like 12 bananas and I have like one every second day, there's gonna be bananas just rotting away. And same with certain meats that I have to buy them regularly because I don't have a lot of freezer space. So I buy like a pack of chicken breasts that are like maybe a 4-pack, and then I can just keep it in the fridge and it doesn't take up a lot of room. But you have to make a lot of trips to the grocery store. That's the pain in the ass. But I'm lucky to live in an area where I have 3 grocery stores within walking distance, actually. It's pretty cool. And there's one that's a little further away that's more of a kind of a more of a local place, like organic stuff and really high quality meats and all that. It's a little more expensive, so I don't go there often, but once a month, and it's like a 5-6 minute drive from here. So yeah, I'm pretty good with the groceries. It's funny, I just, watching all these videos about the prices and how crazy it is, and we all know that. We don't have to make videos of how crazy it is, but I was just thinking, like, I've always preferred the cashier than the self-checkout, although sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I do need self-checkout. So I just realized that, like, remember a few years ago, or maybe like 10 years ago, when the self-checkout machines started to be more of a common thing, and they started reducing the regular cashiers more and more. And it was a thing where, like, the grocery store companies were, saving money because of wages, cutting back workers, and that. So with the self-checkout machines, supposedly the stores were saving money. So why are the prices still going up and up? I thought these machines were supposed to save money, but yeah, that's it's almost like the machines have been around for long enough now that we don't really notice. I mean, you've got barely any workers and it's still charging a lot, but of course that's a whole nother conversation video. It has to do with energy prices and what trucking companies charge to bring the food, and what our government charges for these companies for taxes and increases, and the mandated wage increases and all that. So that's one thing, you have to make a lot of trips to the store. And what I typically buy is a lot of beverage things that, um, like these. I got Perrier here. I drink sometimes Zevia stuff. So it's good when you're a bachelor and you're by yourself. You just have exactly what you want and what you need. You don't have to shop for anybody else, and you don't have to worry about maybe not having your preferred beverages in the house or snacks or anything really. You just organize it yourself, do your own meal preparation, and that's kind of a double-edged sword because maybe if you had someone with you, they can help you with that. So you're having to do this all yourself, and that can be a bit challenging. But it's been so long for me that I know no other life. I think at this point, if I did have someone living with me, it would be such a shock and such a drastic change that I don't know how I'd handle it. It'd be interesting to see. A couple of videos ago, I talked about how I would even handle, a partner, given my hustle lifestyle. So it's interesting to think about what it would be like and versus the reality I'm living currently. And like I said before, in the last video, to be careful about overindulging or indulging in the wrong things. Like, I developed a bad habit and kind of a food addiction, and because I wanted to, it's a way of coping with the pain I was feeling and giving myself, comfort and pleasure through a lot of the foods that I enjoyed, which weren't good. I was eating too much pizza, and I was bringing home cheeseburgers, and then snacking on pretzels and those like flavored popcorn things that are like, you read the ingredients and it's all sorts of preservatives and sodium and all that, and I didn't feel great the next morning, and or even that night just going to bed. I just felt like I had damaged myself. But overall, it's pretty good. You need to really enjoy your time alone, sort of be aware of it. I know some of the challenges and problems with living alone, especially if you maybe didn't choose to and you prefer company or a spouse or a girlfriend or something. One thing to keep in mind is kind of just be aware and conscious of some of the advantages that you have, like the peace and the privacy, and you can just enjoy. Make sure you have things you enjoy doing as well. Do you like documentaries? Make sure you watch some documentaries. Do you play video games? Do that. Just don't overdo it. You don't want to waste your life in front of a screen. I have some hobbies, like I have this guitar here that I got for my 18th birthday, so a very long time ago, and I still just diddle around on it. Can't hear it. I don't have an amplifier right now, but sometimes I screw around on the guitar. I'm a big hockey fan too, so here the Edmonton Oilers play, a couple times a week or more, and I always make sure I try to catch the game if I'm not working late or something. So I enjoy sports and hockey, and I like watching certain old movies. I'm a Gen Xer, so I relive some of the 90s movies I watched when I was a teenager. It's kind of fun. I have this on-demand thing called Tubi, if you ever have it, but they have like thousands of movies on there. You got your 80s stuff, your Chuck Norris, Charles Bronson, some of the old Bruce Lee movies I liked. And then a little bit later on was like the Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and the Seagal movies. And of course I love the Die Hards and I like the gangster movies too. Goodfellas is my favorite movie of all time. Don't be a so yeah, there's just a shitload of things I really enjoy. So uh, in the past, I've let sort of the frustration and loneliness and boredom kind of take over, but you can kind of snap out of it and just, I mean, I don't know exactly how you do it. I mean, if you are feeling pain and all that, I don't know uh, if you can just jump into the stuff you enjoy. Maybe you don't feel like it. So that is something I need to learn more about. I don't know if at what point do you need medication or if that's even good. I've never been on any medication ever. So, and I don't plan on doing that. So really, I don't need it. Um, I've done fairly well, even just managing my moods and emotions, and a lot of that came with just eating better, working out. That's another thing. Going to the gym. I mean, you don't really feel lonely when you're working out because you're putting yourself under a little bit of stress, and it really brings your focus in on what you're doing in the gym, lifting and sweating, and you get that endorphin release, which is huge. It's a great therapy exercise for sure. A lot of people who are depressed, I'm not saying everybody, but some of the people that are bored and maybe feeling down, they find they feel better when they work out. I've had some friends testify to that. So very important to keep that in mind. As far as what else you can do, if you're a lonely guy, just appreciate what you do have. If you have good friends, that's a bonus. As you get older in your 40s, you'll find you have less friends, and some of them are married off, or they are just getting older, too tired to hang out. They just want to be in their little shell and don't come out with you much, or that's to be expected, and you can't really hate on them or blame them too much for that. You might be one of those people yourself. It's just like, don't want to hang out with other humans as much, and that's fine. If that's what makes you happy, then for sure just do what feels right. Don't feel bad. But yeah, friends are important. Your job or your career, you can put more time into that, more effort. Maybe you can get ahead in your company, or maybe you could make the leap like I did, jump over to being a contractor, working for yourself. That's always interesting. That'll bring on a whole new challenge, and it'll really change your life to where you're not going to be held down by the mundane and the just the dreariness or boredom of your everyday life. If you have one of those jobs that you work the exact same hours every single day. So yeah, there's lots still to talk about. Like my last video was kind of just about the struggles, and this video is more about the positive side and how I've dealt with it and what kind of my life is like now. So I can't think of, I think there's more details I can tell you about my daily living, but, I'm plan to make a lot of videos, so I'll tell you more about it on the next one, or future videos. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be, what the topic is. I might change it up a little bit, see how it goes. But yeah, if you're out there, if you're single, struggling, just let you know it's okay. It's people like me here. And you could always reach out, comment. I'm happy to answer your questions. And I don't have much to hide, so feel free. Leave a comment if you like this video. Hit the thumbs. Too bad you couldn't do like a double, like if you really like a video, you should be able to give 2, right? Only 1. Or maybe you should have like a star thing, like how do you rate this video out of 5 stars? See, I'm giving YouTube suggestions here. They should pay me a little bit. But that should be it for now. So thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe if you like this content. Share this video if you think anyone else would benefit from this type of talk. And yeah, I appreciate you all. God bless you and your family. And I hope you have a good rest of the week. Peace out, Denny.